Before we get into today's video, I want to thank our patrons on Patreon. Thank you to Linda and Sophia. If you would like to be a patron on Patreon as well, you can hit up the link down below. The money goes towards the Christo-Pagan church that we are starting here on YouTube. If you would like to support this channel in other ways, you can do so by hitting up the eBay link down below. That is my business. It keeps the lights on, keeps the channel up and running, keeps food in my stomach and all that good stuff. If you do not have the funds to support this channel, but you would like to do so, you can hit up the subscribe button right down there. You can hit up the bell notification also right there. You can hit that like or dislike button. It all appeases the algorithmic gods of YouTube. All hail the algorithmic gods of YouTube. And if you've done all that, and if it is safe for you to do so, you can consider sharing this on your social media platforms. Now, to today's video. Hello, girls, guys, or otherwise. This is Rich with your Table Talk Thursday. As per usual, we are pulling from our Table Topics Cube. If you would like to get a Table Topics Cube similar to this one, check out the link down below. And let's get into today's topic. Should a good person get angry? Yes. Simple. Okay, bye. There is anger is an ugly emotion. It is something that is visceral. It is something that is a reaction to usually to being wronged or being betrayed in some way. There's a lot of different reasons to get angry, and sometimes there is no reason at all. You just feel angry for some odd reason. But it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. I'm sure that, there are people out there that were absolute saints to everybody, that they still get angry over certain things. It's easy to get angry at certain situations. Okay, I don't want to use the Pope as an example because, the Catholic Church, not always that great. And, the buck stops somewhere. But, the current Pope that we have, and while I'm recording this, it is still currently Pope Francis. I actually like this Pope. I think he has moved the Catholic Church forward, certainly not as far as I would hope. But I think overall he's a good person, a decent person. We can sit there and disagree on theology and dogmas and doctrines and all this other stuff. However, I think in his heart he's a good person. He wants the best for his flock. But do I think he gets angry? Yes, I think, just to use the broad term of children starving in Africa, it's a age-old example, that has been used since childhood. Probably not the best example, the most well-rounded view, but you have children starving. Let's say that. Let's not just centralize it to Africa, because there's children starving everywhere. I think that somebody who is a good person, a decent person, such as, say, Pope Francis, would still get angry over the fact that there are children starving. That is something that you can definitely get angry about. There is no reason for it. And I think that there is ample amount of reason to get angry over something like that. It is, at the end of the day, how we use our anger and how we try to adapt and try to change the world around us, so that the thing that we are angry at doesn't continue to persist. Now, this doesn't, obviously, and I hope this is obvious, this doesn't pertain to individuals. This pertains to situations. There are certain situations out there, such as child hunger or houselessness, the housing issues of individuals who are experiencing homelessness. Um, those are situations that you can get angry at. Why isn't more being done? Why is this not on the front page of every newspaper out there? Um, doesn't mean that I'm a bad person for getting angry at a situation. It means that I would actually argue against that. I think you are more human for getting angry at that. You are certainly showing human characteristics and human emotions to an ugly part of our society. So I think being angry at certain things is morally justified and actually is better than, just being laissez-faire about everything. Now, whenever it comes to individuals, uh, there are certain times whenever, yes, you should, you should get angry at stuff. There's certain people that will, push your buttons just to push your buttons, and I cannot stand that crap because, and I was actually thinking about it earlier today, and I'm one that I've always been a person that kind of got picked on here and there, especially in school or even within the military up until recently. Even I get picked on here and there and everything. And you know what? I just take it anymore. It's another thing of life, and I really don't care. I don't have time for that. Um, and I'll just tell people, I'm like, if you have something to contribute, then do so. Otherwise, leave me alone. Go away. You're bothering me. Um, and if they persist, I just remove myself from that situation because it's a moot point. Um, so it doesn't mean that I'm a bad person for getting angry about that. I think it's totally justified that you get angry about that because people are just being, yeah, for a lack of a better term, they're being assholes. And, you can't change an individual, but you can change how you feel about that individual, or you can change how you um, interact with that individual. And you can step away from the situation. You can remove yourself from the chance to feel angry about it. And you can remove yourself entirely from that situation. Now, this is easier said than done in many cases. Um, there will be situations where you try to remove yourself from a situation, but you can't because you have an obligation. It could be that you're in that situation within a household. And one second. You're within this household and you feel angry with this individual that you are living with, and you don't have the means to get out of that situation right now at that immediate moment. Hunker down, weather down, and definitely reach out if you need support. I cannot stress that enough. If you need support, call on a counselor, a mental health professional. Do what you need to do to stay safe. We want you here for many more years. All that stuff. If you don't know who else to reach out to me. Excuse me. If you can't find resources, reach out to me. I will give you resources. I will find resources for you. I will make calls if needed. That I don't always get to respond to every comment that I get. And in fact, I try to, whenever I can, respond to comments. However, if I see something like that that needs immediate attention, yeah, definitely reach out to me. Uh, Hit up the comment section down below. If you don't want everybody to know, just send me an email, but also just comment saying, I sent you an email. Please look in your inbox. And I will go. No, nobody needs to know what's being said in that email unless you give explicit permission. I have people send me emails all the time, and yeah, if I don't read it or I don't get back to you within, like, I'd say if it's during the daytime, my time, I get the notifications on my phone, all that stuff. If you desperately need help, especially if you desperately need help, email me, hit up the comments. I cannot stress that enough. And tell me that you need help. And as soon as I see it, I will definitely get on that, um, and get you the resources that you need. Um, I will stop at nothing to help people to get those resources, because that, to me, like I've said on the table topics, this is probably going back into October sometime. Um, I choose to have the obligation to help others within my powers, within my means, and yeah, that's something that I definitely would want to to do, and make sure that everybody is safe. But yeah, you can definitely get angry if you are in those situations. You can get angry at not only the situation, you can get angry at the individual. You don't have to stay in those types of situations. You can be removed, or you can, um, seek out help and whatnot. If you find yourself getting to the point where you get angry and don't see you don't see the light in the world, to put it in a better term that's YouTuber friendly, and I think y'all know where I'm going with that. Please seek out help. This is going to be airing in late December. This is a uh, high time for depression to kick in, and unfortunately, some people that go into the winter season, they don't come out, and that saddens me greatly. But we want you here, and especially if you are in a situation where somebody is making you angry, don't take that route, please. Yeah, don't. Anyway, that took a very grim turn. Yeah, it doesn't mean that you're a bad person for getting angry. Absolutely, there are times that you should be angry. Um, the last thing that I wanted to touch on with regards to getting angry is some people have a shorter fuse than others, and they get angry very, very quickly. Um, and again, I would say, seek out a counselor, or seek out a mental health professional if it gets to that point, especially. But seek out a counselor or a therapist of some sort that can sit down and talk with you, maybe give you some anger management type of modalities. The counting back from 10, deep breaths and counting to 10 and then counting backwards from 10. Meditation is a strong suit. Sometimes those are the easiest tools that you can have in your toolbox to go to. Sometimes it um, goes more towards a more chemical imbalance, where you know having a therapist to sit down and talk with about an anger issue um, actually exposes some deeper seated issues, such as, and I don't want to demonize it, but um, such as bipolar or schizophrenia, or any of a number of different mental health issues that can be dealt with. And again, there is a community here to help you. Um, you know, I I really want this channel to be a community effort where one person helps out another, and we've had situations like that where somebody's you know sent me an email and commented and said, hey, and gave me permission to talk about it, and I posed it up to the group and said, hey, help support this person, tell them that you're here for them. And yeah, the community overwhelmingly did support, and I was very proud of them. And I'm happy with the effects that the individual had come from that. But yeah, definitely seek the help that you need if you have an anger management type of issue. If people are constantly saying that you have an anger management issue, at least talk with somebody. It doesn't hurt to talk. Um, and sometimes, the help helps. I would venture to actually say a lot of times the help helps. So yeah, that's all that I have for this topic. It's a heavy topic, and like I said, this is gonna air like December 22nd, or is this December 8th, December 22nd? I can't remember now. I think, yeah, December 22nd. I had to check if I did all the other ones already. Anyway, yeah, I'm doing all these in a row. Should a good person get angry? Let me know your take on that in the comment section down below. With this coming out on December 22nd, I do want to wish everybody a happy holidays. No matter which holiday that you celebrate, Yule would have been yesterday. By the time you're watching this, I am recording this at the end of August. So yeah. I hope everybody either had, is having, or will have happy holidays. And I think this is the last table talk for the year, right? Let me check that. Pretty certain of this. I wrote down all the dates. I was very responsible with that. Yes. So I will catch you all in the new year, celebrating 2023. So yeah, we'll see you then. Anyway, that's all that I have for this video. Check me out on check me out on Saturday for our yearly 'Twas the Night Before Christmas reading. So check me out then. And yeah, until next time, take care of yourself and others. And until next time, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye.